alive. You're part of the world. Look, I'm here now. A lot of people are here now because you helped me right at the beginning. You'll end up with people one way or another. You're connected. You're a part of the world already. You'll find your way back to it because it will find its way back to you. So just come back.
I tried to get away from people, from everything and everybody, because I thought I had to. And somebody told me that I would end up with people again, but I didn't believe him. I didn't want to believe him. So I ran halfway across the country to prove him wrong. That friend I told you I got back there, the one who said I would find my way back to the world, back to people. See, I left straight after I heard that. To get away, to make it so that he was wrong. I just want to look him in the eye and tell him he was right. I think he deserves to know. Because he was.
What is going on, buddy? Welcome back to All Things Film. Today I'm here with my predictions for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 Episode 11, as well as my breakdown for the promo and sneak peek we got for the episode. Now, if you aren't caught up with Fear the Walking Dead, here's your spoiler warning, but other than that, let's begin. So it looks like this episode is going to be very Morgan based, which, just because the last episode was Alicia and Charlie only, yeah, I'm assuming this episode is going to be only Morgan. So it looks like Fear the Walking Dead, and I talked about this in my last video as well, it looks like Fear the Walking Dead is kind of taking the path that The Walking Dead did after the governor battle, when all the group was split up and each episode had a little bit of each, characters and stuff. So it looks like this is what's going on with Fear the Walking Dead as well. And this episode looks to be just Morgan, which I'm excited for because Morgan is my favorite character, one of my favorite characters in all of The Walking Dead. But in this episode, it looks like he's going to be on his journey to Alexandria and he runs into some trouble. So this first thing I want to talk about is this guy right here. So he meets this guy in the middle of nowhere with a bag over his head. Now, I don't think this guy is gonna be the same, like in the same group as the wheelchair guy, the other girl we're meeting, because we're meeting a group. We're meeting some guy in a wheelchair, this girl, and this other guy. So I'm not sure if this character is gonna be with that group. I don't think so though, because I don't know why this guy would be in the middle of nowhere with a hood over him, and it looks like maybe that group is the ones who did this to him. So Morgan helps this guy though, and this is before they meet the other group. So I'm assuming, I mean, they could probably throw in a twist in there, and like this guy could be with the other group. But I don't think that group is like villains or anything. I think they're just like a group on the road, and they're gonna have some problems because that's what happens in The Walking Dead. When you meet new people, you never trust anybody, so there's always gonna be problems. But I don't think that group is gonna be any more than just like some people who are a little skeptical of Morgan in the group. But yeah, so he helps this guy and basically just talking, and Morgan is saying that I'm trying to head back home. But this is a very interesting part in the little promo, because Morgan is tied up here. You can see clearly his hands are tied behind his back. And this guy, he just jumps on him. Now, it doesn't look like he's jumping on him to push him or anything. It almost looks like he's jumping on him to save him. So maybe these two build a good relationship, and they run into this guy in a wheelchair and this girl, and they kind of like fuck him over or something. But yeah, it looks like this guy, it doesn't look like he's trying to hurt him or anything, because he kind of just jumps in his way to, like, it almost looks like he's trying to block him from a bullet. Now, I don't think that would be the case because he just met the guy, but maybe they have a good, friendship. I could see that happening. But yeah, Morgan is clearly tied up here, and I'm assuming the guy in the wheelchair does this, or the girl. They're the same group, so because later on in the trailer we kind of see them together. Morgan is sitting across from the guy, but Morgan is headed to Alexandria, and I'm excited for it, but I don't think it's gonna happen as soon as we're anticipating it to happen, just because Fear got renewed for season 5. It'll probably happen if he ever goes back to Alexandria. It'll probably happen like after Fear is over, or like maybe season 5 finale, or maybe if they want to send Morgan off and continue Fear with other characters, I could totally see that. But what I want is for them to merge the shows, but they could still keep the separate shows. I still think that's possible. But yeah, I don't think Morgan is going to go there as soon as we're thinking it's going to happen, because even the showrunner of Fear the Walking Dead said that Morgan is on his journey to Alexandria, but he's going to run into some trouble there. So like I said, it got renewed for a season 5, so maybe the end of this episode or this season they're gonna run into a bigger, much more terrifying villain. But I don't think these guys are gonna be like some cruel villains or anything. But I want to talk about these new characters, because we're getting this guy in the wheelchair, and then we're getting this girl as well. But the guy in the wheelchair I'm excited for, because The Walking Dead is adding some new type of characters, which is pretty cool. In the original show we're getting that deaf girl, and this one we're getting a guy in a wheelchair, and I'm excited to see how these new type of characters survive in the apocalypse, because most of the time we're getting handed these average guys who have no problems or anything. But I'm excited to see how these people with disabilities, how they survive in the apocalypse, and I think that'll be a pretty cool story to tell. So I like how they're doing more of those type of characters. So we see here that this guy is sitting across Morgan and pointing a gun on him. I don't think he's tied up here. Maybe he's tied up from the back or on the legs. But he doesn't seem to be tied up here yet. But he has a gun on him, so I don't think Morgan is gonna try to run away or anything. And they took his stick away too, which sucks, because Morgan is, that stick means a lot to him. And then Morgan is also running now. He doesn't seem to be wobbling on his foot anymore. So that's some pretty good news. But yeah, this episode looks to be just Morgan based. Based on other sneak peeks we got, the group is all together. Like, I saw Morgan and some other characters, and in the previous episode 9 he was trying to recruit everybody to go to Alexandria with him, and nobody really wanted to do it. But it looks like he might go back and get them, or maybe the other group be like, okay, we don't want to leave Morgan on his own, and then they might want to come help him, especially if there's a storm coming. Now, I didn't see any storm in this trailer, but it looks like maybe the timelines are a bit mixed up, because again, the characters are all split up. So maybe while Alicia and Charlie are doing one thing, Morgan is doing another thing, and they're not really going to show that or whatever, if you know what I'm trying to say. So while this is happening, it doesn't look like the storm might be here, but I still want to see more storm, and it looks like we are going to get more storm, because the storm in episode 10 was awesome, and the little stuff we got about the storm, I thought that was pretty epic. So hopefully we get more of that. But yeah, I'm excited to see how the group comes back together, because it looks like they're all split up right now. Like I said, in season 4 of The Walking Dead, they did the same thing. So as the episodes go on, it looks like the group is gonna all get back all together and move forward towards Alexandria, because the group really has nothing to do. Like, they're all on their own right now. So if Morgan convinces them to all come back to Alexandria and does a good job of convincing them, I wouldn't be surprised if Morgan does come back. So I'm gonna wrap it up there though. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Those are my thoughts and predictions for Fear the Walking Dead season 4 episode 11. In the comments down below, be sure to leave your thoughts and opinions on how you think Morgan will get there, if you think it's gonna be successful or it's gonna be a fail, or your thoughts and opinions on Fear the Walking Dead. So hope you guys did enjoy the video, and for daily Walking Dead videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And thanks for watching, guys. It's been All Things Film, and until next time, peace.